How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now, as always with the Battlefront updates, I like to do a review of the update after the fact, after playing it for about a day or two, and just give my overall opinions on the update. Was it good? Was it bad? What are the problems with it? What needs to be fixed? And then just give it like an overall rating. So with this update, they added the Droidekas. They added 3 new skins, 2 for the clones, 1 for Anakin, and then they added the new map of Capital Supremacy, and then they made some quality of life changes for some of the heroes with the health on kill cards and the crouching for the blaster heroes and stuff. And then they added the TX-130 tank. And overall, I enjoyed this update. It was pretty good. I really enjoy the map of Capital Supremacy of Naboo. It's just full of debris, and there's tons of like blown up tanks, and buildings are like broken, and it just looks cool as hell. And the sun's starting to go down, so the fire and the blasters and the lights are the only thing that's lighting up the city. And the TX-130 tank has headlights, and everywhere it goes, it's lighting up the battlefield, and it just looks awesome. So they nailed that map of Naboo with Capital Supremacy. And now that Capital Supremacy finally has at least 4 maps, that mode actually is nice. It's no longer playing the same map over and over and over. The ship phase kind of gets repetitive because you see that literally every single time you play Capital Supremacy. But I do like the changes from Kamino to Kashyyyk to Geonosis to now Naboo. So that's nice. I mean, that map gets my seal of approval. And then as for the skins, the Anakin skin, it looks okay. It's weird seeing that that skin that was in his animated form from the show be converted to like Hayden Christensen's body, because they're like 2 different kinds of Anakin. But overall, that skin's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it looks fine. And then the skins for the clones, they both look fine, but they were a little sneaky with the one skin. It is an epic skin, so it costs more than every other clone skin. It costs 40,000 credits, and it's the same exact skin per class. So if you want to buy it for the assault, you also have to buy it for the heavy and the specialist and the officer at 40,000 apiece. Is it worth 40,000 credits? No, not really. I don't see how it's any different than most of the other clone skins. I think this is their way of trying to get people to get rid of their credits in case they have something in the future when it comes to skins and stuff. That way people are more likely to spend money on crystals, because I don't understand how one skin for the clones out of all like 20 some skins, this one just happens to be purple. So my theory is that they're going to have some hero skins here in the future, and then they're going to be pretty pricey, and then they're going to hope that people spend real life money. So I did not spend all my credits on that skin. I knew that it would drain like 160,000 plus credits. Like it would be well over 200,000 credits if you bought the Anakin skin and all the clone skins. And that's just, I mean, that's expensive, especially when you're buying the same exact skin just for multiple classes. So yeah, I bought it for just the heavy and the officer, and then I'm not going to buy the same skin 2 more times. But the skins do look good. I just think that one skin's overpriced. And then moving on to the TX-130 tank and the Droideka, I think the TX-130 tank is a great addition to this game. Going into this update, I wasn't as excited for that as the Droideka, but when you sit down and you actually play with that tank, it's so freaking fun. I mean, it's way better than the droid's tank, but I mean, it's a blast to drive that thing around. Its rapid fire is really accurate. You can hold in the charge up for the missiles, so you can shoot like all your missiles at once, or you can shoot them individually, which is pretty powerful. And then it has its middle ability, which is kind of like the ATTE, where you can charge up its main cannon. With this tank, it charges up its main ion shot, and it's just super powerful. 2 blasts from its cannon, from what I found, can kill the opposing droid tank. So it's really freaking powerful. Like the TX-130, its cannon is way more powerful than the droid's cannon. So if anything, the droid tank now needs a buff to be even somewhat comparable to the clone's tank. So that is a good addition. I think it's really fun to play as, and yeah, it gets my seal of approval there too. So then moving on to the Droideka. The Droideka, I think they did an amazing job. It is so much fun to roll around as the Droideka. They captured the animations perfectly. I thought that there was going to be some sort of animation bug with the way that Grievous was, and I'm glad to report that there isn't. You can transform into the ball form whenever, and then you can transform back into your regular form. There's some people saying that the animations take too long, but I'm okay with the animations taking as long as they do, because they're accurate to the films and to the show. Like, they didn't instantly, at the snap of a finger, turn into their attack phase. Like, it takes like 2 or 3 seconds for you to transform, which makes sense. You just have to be smart with where and how you transform. Like, if you roll into the middle of like 5 or 6 clones and you try to transform, you're going to get wrecked. But if you like roll behind a box or something and transform and pop your shields and then walk around the corner, then you'll be okay. You just have to be smart with how you do it. But as for the damage in the shield, I found that the shield actually works different in arcade for some reason. When I originally played the Droideka, I was really upset with how short the shield lasted because I was testing it in arcade. Well, in arcade, I found that the shield just depletes on its own over time, and that stacks with the fact that the AI are shooting at you, so your shield goes down in like 3 seconds. So the shield's pretty much useless in arcade, which is weird. But online, it's better. It's not as good as what I thought it would be. Like, I thought there was going to be a star card to make that shield better. But they decided just to completely get rid of the 1-star card for the enforcers that increased your grenade radius for the Wookiee and the super battle droid rockets. And they replaced that with, like, if someone hits you, it highlights the target. So they completely got rid of that card, which kind of nerfs the Wookiee and the Super Battle Droid in the process. And it nerfs some of the other classes like the Death Trooper and the Flame Trooper because they don't see that benefit of the grenade radius anymore. So the shield, it's not the greatest. The damage output, like up close, it's fine, especially with the overload ability, but it feels like at a distance, the drop-off is like too great. Like, I think that they need to do the same thing that they did with the BX droid, where they gave the BX droid a little bit more damage at a distance, and then that made the BX droid fine. I think they need to do that, because right now they either need to make the shield last longer or give it a slight buff to the damage at a distance. Because right now you can have like 4 or 5 clones trying to shoot at you with your shield up. Well, you're taking a lot of damage because you're not doing enough damage with your blasters. I think if you did a little bit more damage, you would be able to kill off some of your attackers a little bit easier, and then your shield would seem like it's lasting longer. So in some way, the Droideka needs a slight buff, not too much, but overall, I think the Droideka's fine. I love the way that it looks, I love the way that it sounds, and this update just brought a whole lot of new life to this game, and it's fun. It's made the game fun. I have enjoyed this. It's felt fresh. It's nice to use some of these heroes that I haven't in a long time, like Chewbacca. Chewbacca's a lot better. I mean, he's not great. He still feels a little bit underwhelming, but I got like a 30 kill streak with him today. Like, he's way better. He still needs a little bit of tweaks. He's just not good in Galactic Assault or anything because his range is so bad. I think he needs some sort of ability to make him more accurate, but the fact that he has a health on kill card now, Phasma has a health on kill card now, like all of the heroes have health on kill cards now in some sort of way. But all the blaster heroes can crouch. It's not a big change, but you can hide behind boxes and stuff now, which is nice. You can hide behind cover. It's been requested for a long time. Some of those heroes that just didn't get love, like Phasma and stuff, are now usable. Luke's buff made him great. So Luke's really fun to use now with his Repulse buff, and his animations got faster. So overall, it's a great update. I'm going to give this update a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is because the only things that I don't like about the update are things that they didn't fix that already existed, like some of the hero bugs. For example, Grievous didn't get touched. His Claw Rush is still broken. His Thrust Surge is still broken. Force powers and stuff, you can still get killed while you're blocking. They didn't address any of those major concerns, so those bugs are all still in the game, which really sucks. And then this update introduced quite a few crashing problems. They're trying to get it fixed, but when you play Capital Supremacy, a lot of people were crashing. I had it happen to myself as well. It would just completely freeze my Xbox, and yeah, so that's not good either. But like I said, just give a slight buff to the Droideka. When they fix the freezing and crashing, that'll be good. And then give some more hero tweaks and some bug fixes, and I think this game's in a state now with the Droideka and that tank, and them adding Naboo to Capital Supremacy. There's so much content in this game now that if they just took a month to fix all the million bugs in this game, I think the game would be great. So they've come a long way since launch. They've really made a lot of progress, and I'm really impressed with this update. And this has been one of the first times that I've had fun playing this game in a long time. So I'm looking forward to what they do in the future. Unfortunately, we don't get anything next month because they're taking the month of July off, so we're not going to get anything until August. So this is going to be a little bit of a stretch where it just feels like the game's not getting anything. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of the update down in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitch at SwannyPlaysGamesLive, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
How convenient to have you all together. You saved me the trouble of hunting you down. The First Order will conquer you all. Soon we will reclaim the galaxy. Perhaps you'll take part.